Plus, you got a rule, once you get over 50, you don't take your shirt off.
So it's a solid rule.
Yeah.
So how was practice today, Coach?
I was eyes, typical Monday.
Kind of what did you see when you went back and watched the game film? Disappointing second half, I guess, performance?
Yeah, I mean, we made some plays. We never were really consistent, even on offense. But we made a lot of big plays.
Was there anything you put your finger on offensively for the run game issues?
Yeah, we weren't getting them cut off up front, and we, missed a couple reads, and in a game like that. Plus, we were, it wasn't like we were punting; we were hitting big plays, so you never really got into that rhythm. Which is fine.
We'd be looking at maybe making some personnel changes on kickoff return.
Yeah, I would think.
Were you surprised that Lance went back out there again after the first debacle?
I'm never surprised. I've been doing this a long time, so nothing really surprises me. We've got to do a better job. The guys got to help him. The guys back there's got to help keep him in.
Is there kind of a standing rule about if you're this many steps in the end zone, you don't?
Mm-hmm. Not by each game.
Right.
At that point, when we hadn't gotten it back to the 15, yeah, there was a rule, don't bring it out of the end zone.
I imagine you're pleased to come out with a win, though, given every obstacle that you faced in the second half of that game.
Yeah, it didn't have to be. We made it a lot more exciting than it was, and the fumble to start the third quarter was a killer. And then because we could maybe put the game away if you go down and score, you're up 35-7, and then the fumble to kickoff return right on top of it was just the worst possible way you could start. And then we were struggling. Couldn't get a stop, so you had to kind of score. Fortunately, we got a stop there at the end.
You came out and did what you wanted to do defensively, got the turnover.
Well, we got a tip
one of the few.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to get some answers about what was going on the defense on Sunday. Did you get?
Yeah, I watched the tape. I got a lot of answers. Yeah.
What did you feel like are the main problems?
Well, we got to play better. For one, we got to coach better. So both those will take care of it, I think.
What can be done to play? I mean, the guys you have are the guys you have. How do you?
Well, I think you can be, if we coach better, I think they can play better. So, we're ultimately responsible for it too. I mean, what you see, you're responsible for. It's a reflection of you.
Some of the guys said they were having trouble, I guess, getting plays quickly enough.
It's always a problem.
You're amused always by that particular line of...
Well, I can see what they were talking about at times on Saturday, because sometimes we're getting them in late. We've got to do a better job than that, yeah. But that's usually a cop-out.
After 8 games, though, communication issues should not be an issue.
Shouldn't have a problem, no.
How confident are you that these problems will get fixed in the next 3 games?
Well, that's why you practice. That's why you go play. We'll see. Hopefully, I feel like we're going to be better. We'll have to be. This might be the best team we've played on offense.
How's JJ? Are you hopeful to get him back this year?
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think we'll have him back this year. Not this week. I don't know about this week, but I would think this year for sure.
Okay.
And Diedrich and PJ, you feel good about again still?
We'll see, yeah.
In terms of when your players got arrested over the weekend?
No kidding.
Can you comment on his status right now?
I think I would urge everybody to let all the facts come in and let the investigation unfold, and then we'll make an appropriate statement and appropriate action. But, guys are innocent until proven guilty. Just because it happened don't always mean that they're guilty. So let's let the facts play out. And, we've talked to several people. I'm sure the police are still investigating what happened, and we'll go from there. And if there needs to be punishment, we'll issue it, in line with
What they
the
find?
offense. Yeah.
Have they given you any idea when they're going to be done with their investigation?
So he'll be able to keep playing until there's some sort of...
Well, yeah, until we come to some determination and they investigate what happened. I mean, it's like, I think in this country you're innocent until proven guilty. Now, if it was slam dunk and we knew what happened, then you act. But you wait and find out all the facts and then act accordingly.
You haven't had many of those type of issues at all here.
I'm not sure this is going to be an issue when it all plays out. We just have to see. We have to let the investigation take place and see what happens.
Is that one of the tough parts of the digital age? Like many years ago, this probably doesn't come to light until after the fact. That's all handled.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It's, when you get arrested, it's serious, but you got to investigate and find out what happened and make sure that was the right guy and make sure that all the stuff that went down is correct before you rush to judgment.
Thanks, Coach. Players of the week, appreciate it.
Oh.
Justin Thomas, Step Durham, and Harrison Buck.